So you work with a lot of leaders, you coach a lot of leaders and consult with them. What type of courage does it take to be a good leader?
It takes a lot of different types. And I was thinking about these questions actually prior to coming on this podcast, and really enjoyed geeking out in my brain about the difference between courage and confidence. Because, like, to be courageous, you have to do something you're afraid of doing. There are a lot of leaders out there who are just confident.
Hmm.
They're confident, and so they do it, but it's not necessarily courageous. I think intellectual courage is a skill that is a must have or a must developed type of courage for any aspirational leader. And that is the ability to constantly question whether what's happening in their mind is the truth or the reality of the situation, and to constantly investigate what is happening in other people's minds. And then the ability and the humbleness to admit when they're wrong and to change course when needed.
Yeah, absolutely. Could not agree more. Yeah, the intellectual courage, the ability to say, admit I don't know. That's hard for some people. They don't want to look vulnerable, I guess, in front of their employees, in front of their direct reports. So they won't admit that this is a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, and then ask for help. And I think the leaders that really excel are the ones that can say, hey, you know this better than I do. How should we proceed? How do we go forward?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think it's the fear of letting go.
Hmm.
A lot of people who get into leadership roles are very good at keeping things in control. And so when things start to go out of their control, it's scary.
Yeah.
And so it takes a dose of courage to delegate, to let it go, to develop ways of building trust.